Butler's third-year students have more than just a few reasons to be excited for next year. Reason number one, senior housing. The houses on 44th Street are just a few of the properties available for rent. Students often say that some of the most important considerations are location, amenities, and of course, affordability. But for some, finding the perfect house means signing a lease during their sophomore or even first year of college. Junior Marissa Cozine says she signed her lease in October of her sophomore year.
I was kind of panicked, and I thought that I wouldn't get a house senior year, and just needed to get that signed real quick.
Cozine says she feels as though she could have waited to sign her lease. She says her quick decision could bring challenges next year.
It could be great, or it could also, I don't know, I probably would have picked to live with a different group of people if I were to sign right now.
Senior Taylor Young lives with 4 others in a house on the corner of Cornelius and Hampton. She says she signed December of her sophomore year.
It seemed like everybody else was in a rush to get houses, and I didn't want to be stuck without a decent house to live.
Young says she enjoys the personalization that comes with living in a house, but first-year student McKaylee Slagle says it's stressful to think about signing a lease next fall.
I think it's kind of crazy that you have to pick so soon, because I don't necessarily know where I'll be living my junior year, but I'll know my senior year, my sophomore year, if that makes sense.
Associate Director of Residence Life Doug Howell spends his time assigning housing and answering questions from families. He says signing a lease before junior year is way too soon.
I think that sophomore year, or in some cases the end of freshman year, students are thinking that this is the thing to do, that if we don't do this, we're going to miss out.
Previously, seniors were only allowed to live in Apartment Village. Next year, Howell says the university is allowing students to also live in Butler Terrace and University Terrace. He also says students should take things slow and be smart consumers when looking for senior housing. He says university housing is always a good backup.
If they know they've got a pretty decent fallback position, then they can take their time and make the decision that's right for them and not the decision that's right for the landlord.
Erin O'Neill, WTBU News.